Hello everyone and welcome to Cody's Car Conundrum. I'm your host, Cody Wagner. Here we'll discuss everything related to the wide world of automobiles, including culture, news, games, interviews, and events. Without further ado, let's get on with the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. We are back. It's the 10th of February. It's almost going by faster than I thought it was going to, but it's also only the 10th, so it's kind of going by slower. And also I'm juicing right now, so everything's going by slower than it normally would. But anyway, enough about, personal life that you guys don't care about. Let's get on to the news. 2020 Borrego prototype suggests Kia is finally readying a replacement. Kia dropped the Borrego in the United States nearly a decade ago, but apparently they're working on an all-new model. What the mess is the Borrego? I've never heard of the Kia Borrego before. Oh, that kind of Durango-looking thing. Oh, okay. I think I've seen those occasionally. They're kind of rare here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen very many. That's a Borrego. Very odd indeed. Is BMW planning to launch an i7 electric alternative to the 7 Series? I'll tell you what, if they are going to make an electric alternative to the 7 Series. Oh, I thought they were going to make an electric 7 Series. In that case, I was about to say, if they're going to make an electric 7 Series, I highly doubt they're going to call it the i7. But if they're going to make an alternative, then yeah, maybe they will. Mitsubishi commercial Outlander goes green with PHEV version. Renault adds nicely spec'd Alcantara Rich Captur S edition to the UK range. New Opel Vivaro van unveiled, and battery electric version will be coming next year. Nissan Sushi N Motion goes on sale in the UK from £21,345 or $29,000, very nearly $30,000 essentially. Skoda Scala compact hatch enters production, sales to commence in Q2. Lamborghini explains why the Huracan Evo doesn't have an LP name. I read the article actually, thank God, and basically comes down to no normal people and hardly any car people say Lamborghini LP-610 or LP610-4. So that's why they cut the LP name out. In fact, they cut the LP, the 610, the -4, all of that. That's why it's just called the Huracan Evo. Because no one does the LP640-whatever. No one does that anymore. No one says that. Lamborghini have streamlined their naming process, and I am grateful. BMW R&D boss dismisses rumors about an ultra-luxurious 9 Series. I have to wonder that if they did do a 9 Series, would it be as luxurious as a Rolls-Royce? Or would it be, would it still be a step down from that? I can't imagine that it would be as luxurious as a Rolls-Royce, but I can't help but feel that it might it would get pretty close to stepping on the toes of Rolls-Royce. 2020 Kia Forte GT line is for those who just want to look sporty, but not have any of the performance credentials whatsoever. Toyota Aygo wants to excite with new special editions in Geneva. Dacia Duster pickup confirmed by Renault executive. Should launch later this year. Nissan doesn't want the same chairman with alliance partner Renault. Audi UK prices electric e-tron from £71,490, and despite the fact that that's $20,000 cheaper than a Tesla Model S, $77,000 here? Well, maybe 74, but that's still a lot. That for an electric car, that's not cheap. Not like most are though. TRD gives 2020 Toyota GR Supra first real tune with performance line concept. Ferrari A12 proves its name is spot on. Is super fast in timed Nürburgring lap. NASCAR will disqualify any car that fails post-race inspection. Man goes to pick up Chrysler from service. Dealer tells him it vanished. Audi bringing new e-tron concept and 4 plug-in hybrids to Geneva. Maserati hints at new specialty models and vehicles based on the Giorgio platform. FCA confirms the Jeep Wrangler plug-in hybrid is on track for an early 2020 launch. 2020 Lexus RCF Track Edition looks fast, even standing still. I'm not a fan of the gray, but I quite like it. It's, what was that? Remember the E92 M3, and they did a sort of, what was it, a GTS GTS? The orange one. Yeah, I think it was the GTS because that just came out. Yeah, the E92 M3 GTS. That's kind of what the 2020 RCF Track Edition reminds me of. I like it. Needs a bigger wing, but I like it. 2020 Opel Corsa shows its new IntelliLux LED matrix headlights. New 2020 Toyota GR Supra swings by Chicago too. New Subaru Outback is coming this year with 2020 Legacy Tech. Nissan is bringing an all-new concept to Geneva, but doesn't say what. 2020 BMW 4 Series convertible gets 3 Series looks and soft top. 2019 Ram 2500 Heavy Duty gets Moparized. Craigslist search, because I can. I was actually kind of looking for something, but anyway. Well, looking to see what was there. 2020 Renault Captur, Europe's bestseller, wants to become a more premium SUV. 2020 GMC Sierra HD brings clever new tech to the Windy City. Ford investing $1 billion in Chicago plants to build 3 new SUVs. New Chevrolet trucks show up big in Chicago, even in Lego form. Jaguar Land Rover posts mega $4.4 billion loss in final quarter of 2018. JLR had to write down $4 billion in the value of its plants and cars on top of a $354 million loss. Europe's Skoda Kamiq makes spy debut, will drop camo next month in Geneva. Daimler in talks with Geely over expanding their corporation. Renault admits it paid $57,000 for Carlos Ghosn's big French wedding. Amazon throws its hat into the autonomous driving ring with Aurora Investment. We'll get onto that a little bit later because I'm curious. Toyota wants 2nd Gen 86 to be New Supra's little brother. FCA gives its hourly U.S. employees a $6,000 profit-sharing check. 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro is ready to conquer arduous terrains. 2019 Ford F-150 Harley-Davidson truck is back with a $97,415 starting price. No. Not quite worth it, sorry. No. Just no. That's a bit much, I'm afraid. Also, sorry, that thing that I was looking for on Craigslist was go-karts. 2020 Kia Sportage gets a light makeover and a new S trim and safety kit. Alfa Romeo 4C Spider returns for 2020 with new Italia special editions. Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus Baja boot looks even better as a 4-door. 2019 Nissan Pathfinder gets more rugged looks with $1,000 Rock Creek Edition option. Tesla cuts Model 3 price by $1,100. It now starts from $42,900. New Mazda MX-5 30th Anniversary Edition flaunts exclusive orange paint and Alcantara cabin. 2020 Range Rover Evoque Gen 2 lands in America for $42,650, or less than that Model 3 I just mentioned. Yeah, but I just found a go-kart, and it looks like it's at let me see. Yeah, this looks like it's at Action Karting, the go-karting place that I go to, which is almost funny because I didn't expect to find that there. But yeah, or to find them on Craigslist. But yeah, they got a go-kart there. I don't have the money for it yet. It is a bit much though. It's $2,150. It's a bit more than I'd prefer to spend on one. In fact, there's another go-kart, another tag one that's $1,500. The tires look terrible, but the rest of it looks pretty decent. Yeah, if I were to get a go-kart, I really wouldn't. I don't want to get something that's. I don't want to spend $2,000 on a go-kart. If I had, let's say I had $5,000 to spend. I don't want to spend $2,000 on a go-kart. I mean, yeah, I could afford it, but still, that's a bit much to me. $1,500's better. Although anything under $1,000 would be fantastic, but that's let me say that's quite hard to find. I'm sorry, we're going off topic. I know. Oh, $3,000 for a shifter cart, huh? That's once again a bit much. Oh wow, okay. So I typed go-kart, shifter cart comes up. I type cart and a shifter cart comes up, but it's the only one. $3,000 though. No, I like how they don't say the mileage though. I guess it doesn't matter for go-karts, but it's still kind of funny to me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm getting off topic. But I'm just going on my local Craigslist and nope. By the way, I will say that I did find, for less than those go-karts, supposedly a running chopped 1995 Mazda Miata. So it doesn't have the body, it's a rolling chassis with an engine. And that's for $800. So, either I get the go-karts, or I get this Miata and then go out to High Plains. One or the other now. Those go-karts are expensive though, especially when a Miata like that is less expensive. Oh boy, that's a bit much. I watched a video once, and they were saying you basically get 80s go-karts because they're cheap and go-karts are fun and blah blah. I haven't found an 80s go-kart on Craigslist yet. I've been looking, and I suspect that those would be $800 or less, but I haven't found one yet. So anyway, that's enough here. I'll do more proper news in the next one. But for now, I will see you all after the break.
Are you uninsured or underinsured? Can't afford the high premiums of health insurance? Would you like to save money on your out-of-pocket cost for dental and medical bills? If you answered yes to any of these questions, request more information at http://www.ownyourhealthcare.com/alternative-healthcare-solutions, or call Dr. Taffy at 303-576-0670. Our plans are available in 42 states.
We're back. BMW preparing 530e iPerformance Touring Feb for 2019 release, but not for America, which makes me sad. 2020 Toyota RAV4 TRD Off-Road is the one you'll take off the beaten track. 2020 Corvette C8 startup screen allegedly surfaces online. 2019 VW Jetta GLI with 228 horsepower is American for Golf GTI sedan. Nacho Jeep concept is Mopar's idea of a custom trail vehicle. 2020 Nissan Rogue Sport facelift boasts new styling and standard safety shield tech. 2020 Subaru Legacy plays it safe with styling, gains 260 horsepower turbo boxer. Cold weather can almost halve battery electric's max range. In fact, there was an article on DriveTribe about that. It's surprising how much damage, or how much the cold can reduce the range of an electric car. Quite a shame, really. GM rumored to leave Australia, sell Holden importation business. Apparently Holden, despite the fact that GM is expected to leave, Holden supposedly is expected to carry on. Bugatti reveals new Chiron Sport 110 and edition for its 110th birthday. Haas unveils VF19 Formula 1 car and brand new livery that kind of looks reminiscent of Lotus, if I'm being honest. Yeah, because remember when Raikkonen was an F1 driver? Or remember when Raikkonen raced for Lotus? Yeah, I'm kind of getting a Lotus sensation looking at this car. Because it's all black with the gold. Very much Lotus colors to me. I mean, I guess, would British Racing green and gold be true Lotus color? Nah, black and gold. But still, that's what that looks like to me. Oh, good grief. Even the racing suits look like a Lotus-esque. Daimler boss expresses Brexit concerns after profit drop. Get to know Euro 2019 VW Passat with an in-depth presentation. 2019 Ram HD chassis cab work truck means business. The new chassis cab line brings a class-leading 35,220 pounds of towing. Cadillac gives 2019 XT5 a sport package but no extra horsepower. 2020 Toyota Tacoma unveils with mild styling updates and more equipment. 2019 Ram 1500 recalled as brake pedals could break away from the assembly. Lamborghini Miura SV owned by FIA president restored to perfection by Polo Storico. GM is going all in on EVs, but CEO admits that they will lose money. Dealership inventories climbing as auto sales expected to fall. 2019 could be a tough year for automakers as sales are expected to drop. Billionaire buys 6 new Rolls Royces in colors that match his turbans. Ups collection to 20. That's a lot of Rolls Royces. Is there a Cullinan in it? Yeah, there's a Cullinan in there. It almost, from the front, the Cullinan almost looks like a Hearst Phantom. It really does. It almost looks like a Hearst Phantom. 2020 BMW M3 continues to shed camo. Could debut later this year with 474 horsepower. 2024 Explorer is the quietest yet. Here's how they did it. I think it's a video though, so no. Hyundai skips Geneva show, but Kia promises new things to show. Volkswagen to use Tesla battery packs at US charging stations. Acura marks 30 years of NSX with throwback video and photo gallery. Texas lawmaker wants to exempt $60,000 plus cars from requiring a front license plate. Please let that pass in Colorado too. I mean, to be fair, when I was at High Plains last year and there were Vipers, they didn't have front plate. I think all the Gen 5s didn't. All the Gen 5s didn't have front plates, but then again, they came from Montana of all places, so. Lexus launches special subscription-like lease deal for the UX. New 2020 Subaru Legacy looks more like a refresh than an all-new design. Ford EcoSport replacement puts on production taillights, grants first look inside. Pininfarina offers up another Battista teaser ahead of Geneva debut. 2020 Kia Telluride priced from $31,690. Packs loads of standard safety tech. Mercedes Citan Tourer gets a new 1.5-liter diesel from Renault and a red design pack, which basically gives it lipstick on its lower lip. Next-gen Rolls-Royce Ghost due in 2021 will remain a baby phantom. Skoda reveals interior of new Kamiq small SUV for Europe. 2020 Audi TT RS gets a refresh. 2.5-liter Turbo 5 still puts out 400 PS. Lagonda all-terrain concept coming to Geneva as brand's first model. Australia's new Ford Mustang supercar racer looks really weird, doesn't it? And it basically looks like a Ford Puma with Mustang styling. That's what it looks like to me. The Mustang supercar will make its racing debut at the Superloop Adelaide 500 on the 14th of February. 4 days from now, mess. Europe's 2020 VW Passat facelift debuts with updated styling and autonomous tech. Audi considering A6 and RS6 Advance for America. Decision coming soon. GFG-style Kangaroo concept is an all-wheel drive EV that rockets to 62 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. 2020 Chevrolet Silverado HD debuts with new 6.6-liter V8 and 35,500 pound towing capacity. Tesla cuts production hours for Model S and Model X to accommodate the Model 3, the redheaded stepchild of the Tesla range. It really, well, I mean, actually, it kind of is. It kind of is now that I think about it. 2020 Audi A1 All-Road, because there's never enough SUVs and crossovers. New Toyota TRD Pro Off-Road Beast coming to the Chicago Auto Show. Polestar confirms online reveal of electric 2 sports sedan on February 27th. Volkswagen T-Roc R video teaser shows some punishing Nürburgring testing. BMW iNext proves its future tech against extreme snowy conditions. No, it hasn't, because it hasn't been to Chicago yet. Rolls-Royce celebrates the Year of the Pig with 4 special editions. You wouldn't normally associate Rolls-Royce with pigs, but this is Rolls-Royce's way to honor the new Chinese Lunar Year, which I'm sorry I missed, at the very least at the time of this recording. Lexus LC convertible concept and RCF track edition to bow in Geneva too, and they already have. 2021 BMW i4 electric sports sedan is coming for Tesla's Model 3. 2020 VW Jetta GLI's front end previewed ahead of this week's unveil. It's already been done. 2020 Ford F-Series Super Duty unveiled with new 7.3-liter V8 engine and a 10-speed auto. Range Rover Velar gains 542 horsepower SV Autobiography Dynamic Edition. Mazda teases Geneva-bound new SUV. Is it the 2020 CX-3 or CX-4? Tesla Model 3's performance in freezing winter temps leaves some owners unhappy. That's the whole, your range is reduced in half thanks to the cold weather thing that we already talked about. GM discovers the Streisand effect. Ends up highlighting Union's anti-GM ad. Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 reportedly coming to Goodwood with 420 horsepower. That's not bad. FCA celebrates 35 years of minivans with Pacifica and Grand Caravan special editions. 2019 Chevrolet Blazer first drive reveals more strengths than weaknesses. Hispano Souza resurrected from the dead with new Carmen electric GT concept for Geneva. And unfortunately, we've basically caught up to last week's news. So give me a second here, because I have news here. Other news, I should say, to talk about. In fact, perfect time for a break. I will see you all after the break.
Are you uninsured or underinsured? Can't afford the high premiums of health insurance? Would you like to save money on your out-of-pocket cost for dental and medical bills? If you answered yes to any of these questions, request more information at http://www.ownyourhealthcare.com/alternative-healthcare-solutions or call Dr. Taffy at 303-576-0670. Our plans are available in 42 states.
So considering we caught up to last week's news, I'm going to be talking about some more specific news, some of which I think I may or may not have covered, but definitely is worth a longer segment on. All new Nissan Juke reportedly due this year with electrification. The second generation Nissan Juke has been a long time coming, given that the current model, which is still available in regions like Europe, is almost a decade old. Those who are still waiting for an all-new Juke should look for it later this year. Auto Express reports that the subcompact SUV is finally coming, and will be based on the Alliance's CMS/B architecture, currently shared with the Renault Clio 5. The platform supports electrification, and the French Super Mini will be hybridized later on. It's no wonder that the upcoming Juke is also expected to feature a hybrid powertrain, which will keep the carbon dioxide emissions as low as possible and make it more competitive. An electric model is not excluded either, as it can take on the high-end Icona. When asked about it, the brand's Europe product planning chief Peter Bedrosson, sorry if I got your name wrong, said, "People are moving from sedans and hatches into SUV-type vehicles. That's happening globally, not just in Europe. And on top of that, here's electrification. So it's a perfect combination. We're working on several powertrain options at the moment." That's hardly a confirmation, but honestly, it's not quite a denial either. The rest of the lineup will use internal combustion engines, which could include a small 1-liter petrol unit and a 1.6-liter turbo 4, with the latter developing roughly 187 horsepower. The brand won't give up on the 1.5-liter DCI diesel either, which is expected to carry on, albeit with a few upgrades that will make it more efficient. On the styling front, the 2020 Juke will be instantly recognizable. The company's CCO, Shiro Nakamura, sorry if I got your name wrong, said a couple of months ago that it will remain edgy and less mainstream. Okay, but as long as it's good looking, I could care less if it's edgy and less mainstream. As long as it's good looking and edgy and less mainstream, then hey, if you can do that, you have a home run. The interior will go through a comprehensive makeover with focus on better quality plastics and connected features, such as an improved infotainment system with smartphone connectivity. Keeping the customer's interest high will be a range of personalized options. Next, we have the next-gen 2020 VW Golf GTI not going the mild hybrid route. VW is in the final development phase of the 8th generation Golf GTI, which is reportedly scrapping an earlier plan for mild hybridization for a revised version of the current EA888 2-liter turbo 4 powertrain. The German automaker was initially planning to switch the Golf GTI to a mild hybrid powertrain based around the EA888 engine under the instructions of Matthias Müller. Sorry if I got your name wrong. But his successor and current VW Group chairman Herbert Diess reversed the decision, Autocar reports. Instead, the 2020 VW Golf GTI will be powered by an updated turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that will be offered with 2 power outputs, as with the current model. Base models will offer around 252 horsepower, while the more powerful version will come with 286 horsepower and adopt the TCR badge, replacing the existing performance moniker. However, the mild hybrid technology will be offered in the new Golf Mark 8's range. VW is set on pairing the smaller 1.5-liter TSI and 2-liter TDI engines with an electric motor and 48-volt electric architecture. The upcoming VW Golf GTI will ride on a reworked MQB platform, featuring the same McPherson multi-link suspension front to rear. Adaptive dampers will also be present. The report goes on saying that the company's engineers focused on giving the Golf GTI Mark 8 a more direct and communicative steering, which will retain its electromechanical setup. VW is expected to reveal the new Golf Mark 8 this summer, with a public debut to follow at the Frankfurt Motor Show in September. That is going to be it for today's show. I hope you all enjoyed I will see you soon. And by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit the little notification bell. That way you'll be notified of all my uploads. Alright guys, later. You've just listened to me probably ramble about some cars, if I'm being honest. If you've enjoyed me passionately talking about lumps of metal on wheels, then why don't you follow me on Twitter at CodyCar, CONUNDRM, or check out my website, www.codyscarconundrum.com, for articles and other car-related content. If you have any questions or would like to become a sponsor, send an email to drtaffy777@gmail.com and put sponsor in the subject line. Make sure to follow me here or any other platform so you don't miss out on more full throttle content. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next episode.